I've been searching crypto recently to find the top meme coins that are able to achieve high multiples while this narrative is still very hot in the market right now. My goal being to shed some light on a sustainable meme coin investment approach, and in the meantime, also providing you 7 altcoins I would personally buy if I had the balls to invest in this niche myself. So if you're one of the many people asking for a top meme coin breakdown, well, I guess this video is for you. Now, before we do start, don't forget, if you do learn something new today or just simply enjoy the video, drop me a like down below to help support my work. And also, make sure you are subscribed so that you can achieve your crypto goals. So which meme coins are the best and what's the approach I would go for? Well, in my opinion, of course, it's a bit of a reverse cat and mouse situation because following the money with meme coins doesn't actually put you in a very good position. So you don't want to be kind of like trailing the pack, because the biggest gains in this particular part of crypto specifically are made from finding the coins first and then kind of letting the money come to you. Buying a meme coin after it's already pumped 2, 3, or maybe even a 5x usually leads to being dumped on because other holders just like yourself are intending to ride that initial quick wave up and then sell just as much as the next guy. So you don't really want to be taking on any more risk than you already should be buying this particular type of altcoin. So it's super important to find the ones that are either quite a low market cap or just simply haven't been released yet to avoid finding yourself in that position unintentionally. Today, I've got a mixture of unreleased, micro, and small cap coins with a range of blockchains to hopefully provide you with a nice list of choices that fit into those criteria. So for starters, you've got to understand that the way you research a meme coin isn't the way you typically want to research a normal project. You can remove all the metrics surrounding on-chain growth and just stick to the 3 most important things I've identified to be an important part of why a meme coin pumps: marketing, memeability, and utility. A meme coin's growth is entirely built around marketing, which means you don't need to spend all that much time scouring white papers and connecting the dots like a madman to know if it's going to actually have a decent shot at success. Marketing requires a mix of growing interest in social engagements from platforms like Twitter, importantly, YouTube, and even their own Discord, which draws attention to the project. And without strong marketing, the project's just simply never going to be found, which means no one's going to buy it. As for memeability, it does serve as the name suggests. It needs to be a meme, which means the cute, cuddly, or well-known mascot that is built around it must be easily understood, or funny, or relatable, something that's going to get the investor to want to look a little bit deeper into things like number 3 here, which is utility. It might sound a little bit ridiculous, but utility is actually the least important of these 3, in my opinion, and is often the final step a meme coin investor will take in their research. Now, without at least the bare minimum of a possible indication of future utility, all a meme coin is, in terms of its value, is basically stuck in the memeability of the project, which could lead to a massive failure if the meme isn't something strong. We can look at Pepe for a prime example. That meme is strong enough. So is Dogecoin, but as for most projects out there, they have to have something supporting that cute and cuddly character. So before I take you through those 7 meme coins, I think this is probably a really good segue to just run you through a plan that I think is well suited for these kinds of coins. Just please make sure you aren't like that guy who rode Dogecoin to $2 million and then all the way back down again, because again, we might not have the chance. So just make sure you take profits. And honestly, this strategy really does work around taking quick profits. So before we jump into the sheet behind me, I've got to say, you don't really want to gravitate too heavy towards the already existing and highly known meme coins. The only benefit you'll get in this situation is that they are much safer, but of course the returns aren't going to be anywhere near as good as what you could find in a much smaller project, which kind of goes against the whole philosophy and reason why people like to buy meme coins in general. Yes, I must admit, of course, Doge, Shiba, all those coins, Pepe even might 5x from here, and maybe Pepe could actually be even 15x, for example. But if you're really looking to sink your teeth into the strategy I will tell you about today, then looking much lower is probably the way to go. Now, like I said with meme coins, I mean, when you start looking into the high multi-billion market cap projects, you can't expect much multiples. Yes, they're going to pump, but is that an excuse for you to want to buy these coins versus another coin, for example, that actually is a lot more feasible, that gives investors, other investors, more of a reason to want to buy and hold them versus the intention of a meme coin being to buy, hold temporarily, and sell, which again is part of this particular strategy. So I would begin looking down here. I think you kind of want to cap out at about 300 million market cap. That's probably pushing it. And then ride down, as I said, to your small caps, micro caps, and as I'll show you here in a moment, your unreleased coins. That's where the really, really big money can come from. And make no mistake, this is where you understand where your portfolio kind of needs to work. You got your big bags, right? The coins that you're willing to hold for a long time. Would make sense if you bought Dogecoin, Shiba, Pepe, and some of the coins I'll mention momentarily. Back in the bear market, holding it for the bull run totally makes absolute sense. But when it comes out to playing with this particular plan, we're leveraging what is called your small bags, right? So basically, any sort of tokens that you're looking to buy and sell within 12 months, you're going to be hit with tax. But the purpose behind this is to then put that and reinvest it back to your bigger bags to then make more multiples. Now, I'm not telling you how to run your own meme coin game. Do what you want, hold the coins forever. I'm just telling you, as someone who likes to look more at traditional coins, that this is likely going to be a pretty solid plan. Now, a few days ago, I brought you all this sort of reinvesting plan on regular coins, and it definitely does apply to meme coins as well. What you kind of want to do with these little suckers is look to sell them when they typically pump, which is likely towards the end of a macro pump, and then make a quick little buck, okay? So you're not trying to buy them in when they're not really looking too hot. You kind of want to buy them a bit preemptively, but then sell towards the end of a macro pump. So notice I've kind of pinpointed over here macro pumps, and then you're kind of looking to, again, make that little quick return on them. Again, this is my personal plan if I was to go ahead and do this. Take what you want with the information. Absolutely, you can easily compound your main bags. That's what I would do. Put it back in there. Use some again for the next meme coin pump. Basically, it is a pretty decent plan in my opinion, so long as you are comfortable with the additional risk dabbling in this part of the industry. It most definitely is the most degenerate you will find being in crypto, but it's kind of like biohacking for the financial markets. It's not going to be around forever. For the first project, we are going right to the very, very bottom and looking at an unreleased token called Scotty AI. Now, this one is making its rounds right now and obviously marketing itself on some of the most common, I guess, news outlets, which is, of course, the crypto article websites, Cointelegraph, Bitcoinist, the ones pretty much mentioned down here, okay? Which is good, right? Marketing, again, is a key principle in what we are looking for in our projects. Now, as far as I believe, there is a hard cap of about $5.1 million in this. Again, the ICO round is currently only alive directly through the homepage here. And of course, you can get this up, ETH, USDC cards, so on and so forth. So of course, it's opening itself up to many people. You can stake this, but the reason that this is a meme and the reason why people would want to get around this is because, notice, it has AI in its name. Scotty AI, built off a Scottish, I think, bull terrier or something like that, okay, which of course is appealing. A lot of people like dogs for some reason with meme coins. I will never obviously understand that coming from my traditional measures. But it's interesting because while it is in the AI narrative, it's looking to incorporate that via things like security, fraud detection, and risk mitigation. So that is their sort of utility. That's what's coming down the track. And obviously, as you're researching these coins, that is what you're going to have to establish. What is the meme? Is it cute, cuddly, or is it unique? Is it relatable and funny? AI obviously is a very big buzzword right now. Pair that with what it's looking to do in terms of utility. Yeah, it's got some merit. That's what people look for. And it's hard for me to kind of fathom this in some of these projects because, again, I come from a sort of world where I look for not just utility, but memetics, but not this type of memetics, right? It's kind of crazy. For those of you who have been on the channel before, you will know what I'm talking about. Now, in terms of staking, 52% APY. So a lot of these unreleased projects will have some sort of pre-staking rounds. Just keep in mind that, while you have to connect your wallet, that they do typically have locked periods, once you buy in. So a couple channel sponsors recently have had a similar situation, and yeah, you pretty much buy, you stake, and then, you get the tokens unlocked after launch, all right? So make sure you read up on that and make sure it all fits in with your personal plan. And these guys aren't the biggest on Twitter, but it's good to see they haven't been botted, which is what I look for in projects. if it looks like the followers and the engagement have been botted, it's typically a wake-up call to say, okay, well, maybe this wouldn't be a very good pick or buy because who knows where it could end up, right? As for the tokenomics, I've never really found, and I won't really talk about tokenomics too much today because it is a shorter video, of course, but I don't think the tokenomic details are that important for these sort of projects, so long as a substantial amount isn't going towards developers or the team or something weird like that, okay? Which it isn't. There is some going to the dev. However, again, it's not an abundant amount that's going to completely rug the project. Project number 2 is one you've probably heard of because it is one of the bigger meme coins. And I know I'm going against my sort of philosophy. I will show you why in a second here, why I'm showing you about this coin. But it's called Smog, right? Now, Smog is a recent channel sponsor. That obviously plays into the whole marketing side of things, right? They decided to sponsor for more marketing appeal. However, I must say, this video is not sponsored by Smog. There's a reason why I'm talking about them. They are 5x up right now, okay? One of the top meme coins in the space, as you can see here. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up, as we'll show you in a second, is because you can actually buy the token at a 10% discount versus the current market value by buying through the interface here. So that gives me more reason as to say that it can obviously get you a few more multiples. Yes, again, like I just mentioned, that will lock your tokens up for a period of time. But I think once this cools off, it's going to be a good pick for that next pump. This isn't just a video that's going to talk about the best meme coins in the next 6 days, right? It's none of that sort of stuff. So Smog is, I think, quite a good meme because it's, I feel like, a play on the whole Smog, right? The dragon from Lord of the Rings, unless I'm completely off here, right? So it's got a bit of appeal to that. And it is a Solana-based meme coin, which, of course, the Solana ecosystem in of itself is massive. We've, of course, seen a few really popular meme coins pop up from Solana. I think Dog What If is another recent one as well. These guys are just absolutely mooned as well. Almost over a 2 billion market cap now, which is crazy. So, of course, this will also benefit from the Solana ecosystem pump as well. Now, yes, again, you can stake, I think, right now for 42% APY and get that discount rather than buying directly through CoinMarketCap or, of course, a traditional stream itself. Now, what the really interesting thing about Smog is, and why it's probably pumped up so much recently, is that it offers airdrop rewards. Up the top here, if you click airdrop, you can just buy and hold the token to participate in future airdrops, but you can also come on here and actually do a whole bunch of XP challenges every single day. There's thousands of these things, it feels like, right? And then you can just increase your chances of getting higher airdrops. So this is one that's not just appealing to memes, it's also appealing to airdrops as well. So definitely have a look into it. Again, plays into the whole marketing thing. I mean, I know firsthand, they very openly sponsored the channel recently, so they're obviously pushing that. So they're also hitting the meme coin and airdrop narrative in the Solana ecosystem, which I think is a perfect trifecta. Plus, of course, as well, the meme being a dragon and what it actually is quite appealing too. Notice as well, there is nothing going towards the team. It's all based on a meme. It's a meme coin first, right? And on the topic of marketing, it is important that you have a look at not just articles like Cointelegraph here, pushing particular projects, again, Dog What If and Smog, both in the Solana ecosystem. That will help you pick the narratives out and, of course, tell you if there's a marketing angle here. But also just type on YouTube, Smog Crypto, and just have a look at how many views is it getting, right? Have a look at what's, being spoken about and if there's a genuine interest in these particular coins. Now, I'll be honest, I don't really find too many meme coins getting a consistent, between 3 to 10, 12,000 views on some of these videos. I think that's kind of like the top echelon small meme coins. Obviously, Doge and all that, they get a fair bit of views. What is coin number 3? It is Sponge V2. It's SpongeBob, right? Who doesn't love SpongeBob or love SpongeBob? If you still do, that's fine, up to you, right? But I have previously covered these guys, again, just like Smog, on the channel as a sponsor. But the reason why is because these guys are pretty well, as far as I'm aware, a genuine meme coin. But I'm bringing this up again because these guys have made people a lot of money, particularly in their V1. Notice this is a Sponge V2. Their V1 contract ended and obviously it migrated. That's why the big drop has happened over here. But these guys, when it first launched, I believe just under my calculations, 100x'd their initial ICO buyers. Now, just like Smog as well, you can continue to buy through here, right? There's about $30 million that has passed through this particular interface. So you can, of course, do the same thing, buy on the open market and, of course, have flexibility there, or buy it through here and have additional staking rewards, 180% APY actually, which is, obviously like 4 or 5x times more than Sponge. So it's quite a lot. And you'd only really want to do that, of course, if you looked for a longer term play. I personally would look for something like this, let it cool off for a little bit, and then, of course, in the next run-up for meme coins, you'd want to probably likely buy as many tokens as possible at a reduced price, stake it, and then hopefully have that, well, I believe the unlock's only like 7 days, and then, have those tokens available for the next meme coin pump. I mean, again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. That's just what I personally would do if I were looking to follow a similar plan. Now, it's interesting because this is one of the highest held tokens I've seen at this rough market cap. 51,000 holders of this token on their Polygon contract. So it's a Polygon-based blockchain meme coin, okay? And yeah, it's pretty well built around, again, the meme sponge. Now, like I said back in the introduction, these guys have a bit of utility, or at least proposed utility, and sometimes that's all you really need. Their Sponge game app is looking to launch soon because they just had hit $100 million. So again, there's some more demand coming here, so long as the developers look to follow through with their plans. They're not on any tier 1 exchanges as well, which should be coming here soon because we are, of course, in stage 3. There's a few things still to do on stage 2, like bridging that completely over, but still, they're well and truly ahead of their actual roadmap right now. So things should be kicking off here very soon. That's one of the reasons why I would look into it. Tokenomics as well, they have a fair bit dedicated towards marketing. Nothing is going towards the developers, but in saying that, they would likely have some held in dev wallets because they do have a percent given towards the game development, right? So this Sponge game launch, again, sometime, I expect sometime in the next few months here as proposed utility for people. So great meme, built off a massive part of our childhoods, and then if they follow through on the utility, it'll probably do really well in future. Now, unlike the other 3 picks, this one is built on a new network, and that is Base, okay? The new layer 2, of course, built by Coinbase itself, and this project was inspired by Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase's cat, I believe, Toshi. So here we go. This is it, right? Interesting project. Matter of fact, I love the colors. Blue is my favorite color, mind you, so it definitely appealed to me. But nevertheless, this has probably the most utility out of any of the projects we've so far covered. So basically, they're doing a few different things here. Most notably, a token launcher with a liquidity locker and token locker kind of built in part with that, I believe, and a launch pad, okay? So it's kind of like a launch pad and offers developers a whole bunch of features to leverage this. They also are fully run by their own DAO, so decentralized autonomous organization. So it's all run through the community, and they have their own NFT collection, right? So NFToshis are what they're called, all right? There's 3,000 of these things launched back in August of last year, and again, built around Brian Armstrong's pet cat, Toshi. So there you go. It's got a bit of a relevance towards the actual network it's built on, and I think this genuinely has a leg to stand on. Doesn't have as many holders as, of course, Sponge V2, like I just showed you. I mean, those guys are complete freaks. 52,000 holders over on Polygon. These guys have 16,000, holders. But keep in mind as well, Base is a less used network than Polygon, so that might obviously play into it. But they actually do have more followers on Twitter. All right, so there is a lot behind it. I've seen in the YouTube comments underneath my videos, and I've seen a lot of other YouTube videos touching on Toshi. I know there is a lot of demand here. And yes, that can be reflected by the massive jump in price. But ultimately, guys, it's like being in a regular pump, right? A lot of these coins have pumped up quite a lot. I would, again, wait for retracement. It's like talking about AI and DPIN on the AI and DPIN pump. Let them retrace and then use the coins and what they're designed to be. These quick, 2, 3, 4, 5 X's when it comes back time for a macro push as well. So that'd be my plan with this. And again, we kind of don't want to go too degen. We don't want to go too ape and buy complete scams. And I think Toshi is definitely a good first step in the door. Number 5 is Minator. Now, Minator is another previous channel sponsor, but again, this video is not sponsored by Minator. I'm just bringing them to you mainly because, well, in addition to a few of the aspects I will tell you about momentarily, I've had overwhelmingly great feedback on this project. And I was on a live stream recently with a few of you guys, and I had one individual, shout out to you know who you are, said to me, Kyron, I had to buy this meme coin. I mean, look, we all know meme coins are meme coins, right? A lot of us are straight shooters like myself, but there is the occasional one that you do tend to kind of fall in love with and just speculate, right? Throw some fun money at it. And this is one I know has caught a lot of your attention because it's built on the Terminator. Now, there's actually a really, really good video I would suggest you watch. Again, I'll leave all the links to all of these meme coins down below. And that's this 1 minute, 23 second video here. Now, I don't laugh a lot, believe it or not. I laugh at my own jokes. How sad is that? But I don't laugh a lot watching this sort of funny stuff, right? This genuinely cracked me up. I would suggest watching it. I would play this, but I'll leave it up to you to go ahead and watch it yourself. The beautiful thing is about minator, these guys are docs, right? The two heads of the projects have a lot of followers on Twitter themselves. The head of product has actually 30,000 followers, and Dylan over here, head of the community, has 6,000. You don't typically find a meme coin that has doxed individuals because meme coins are very much so designed to pump and then dump. Again, there's very few projects you'll find out there that actually do have some sort of long-term utility, and obviously these guys are putting their name and reputation on the line to bring that. Now, there is actually a few different giveaways they are doing here. One of them is a trip to space via a Virgin Galactic, so you can go ahead and participate. 23 days remain for this one. They are also doing an airdrop worth $100,000 in MMTR tokens as well, which is the native token, and also a referral system as well. So you can simply participate in this by clicking referral up the top here, and then going and getting your own referral link, and then entering the leaderboard to, of course, get the chance to get more tokens, basically, right? So there's a few interesting little gamification things they're doing as well. So get your chance to win. Go ahead and participate if you really want to. Up to you entirely. Now, the tokenomics are quite good as well. There is nothing going towards the team. As you can see here, it's all designed to go back into the community to build the project. So 15%, of course, marketing and centralized listings, which is some of the things you're supposed to look at in meme coins. Again, when a meme coin ever launches on any sort of A or S tier exchange, it's of course going to pump the price insanely. Now, phase 3 is what you would look at on the roadmap for explosive growth. First of all, their meme scanner and their game is looking to launch, which of course brings in their main utility. Big part of Memenator is destroying the crappy meme coins, and they do, or at least initially, looking to focus their attention on Pepe, and then they're also looking to list on a tier 1 exchange. So there is a few things involved with this. You can also stake if you do buy now for 11% return, so a lot more sustainable, a lot less than the other projects we have listed. Now, they do have 134,000 followers on Twitter, which is actually quite a lot, and doesn't surprise me in the fact that they have $6 million so far raised in total, up until I think, stage about 20 or 24, I think is where they end it. So stage 18 right now, and it will close at a hard cap very soon. Second to last now is wojack, and honestly, there isn't all that much to the project, which means it's entirely built around the meme. However, the meme is very powerful in this case. I don't know if you guys know, and you should be in crypto, but wojack is a hugely popular meme in general. I've made some references to wojack in the past. It is common in crypto. Watch some of these videos. They're absolutely hilarious. As you can see, they have millions and millions of views on them. It's definitely worth having a look into. So, in my opinion, the meme in of itself is strong enough to lift any sort of negligence in the utility aspect of things, but just like Shiba and the Shiba chain, these things can be developed over time. It all depends on where this project is headed. Now, they actually are an ERC20 token, so they're built on Ethereum with 239,000 followers. You can't make that up, right? Being a $44 million market cap project, it's like, where are these holders? Like, what even is that? That's insane. It's the biggest on this list by far. And so this might provide the most amount of upside depending on where those followers actually come into the equation. How much are they actually holding, and will they buy more is sort of what you're looking at in this case. And they are actually listed right now on a few very big exchanges, BitGet, MEXC, and Gate.io. So, they're in the right places right now. An exchange listing on something like Binance would be absolutely massive. Whether it happens or not, I'm not too sure. So yes, this one is directly heavy into the meme side of things, right? And this follow account looks very genuine to me. The follow about 43,000 definitely coincides with a project like this. So I don't think this one has been botted artificially. And if you just come and have a look at some of the comments underneath these, of course you're going to have the occasional bots and sus sort of responses. But from what I've seen so far, this looks very genuine to me. So wojack looks like a standalone meme entirely focused project that might have one of the most highest upsides out of any project on this list. Our 7th pick is Snek. Now, Snek is a project built on Cardano. So I think in this video, we've touched on a fair few blockchains that, of course, will allow you to benefit from ecosystem individual pumps, which is one of the reasons why I've chosen these as well. Just like the other meme coins, it has pumped substantially recently, okay? So let me remind you right now, 150 mil market cap for a true meme coin is kind of like a $1 billion market cap for a regular project. Yes, this one can still very easily 10x, but that won't really happen until the crux of the bull run. So you're going to want to wait for a retracement down to around a 50 mil market cap, which is definitely possible given that it retraces after this narrative pump. Nevertheless, this one's a really interesting one because I feel like they are probably one of the most community-focused projects on this particular list. 24,000 holders currently on the Cardano contract, but they have a whole host of awesome features actually active right now. So the utility is definitely there. They have a SNEC game, okay, so you can connect your wallet and participate in this game. They also have a whole bunch of integrations they are most definitely open about. But what I like the most is they fall into the meme category. You can copy the memes created by the people, right? Which is, I think, a big part of being a part of a meme coin community is, participating in what it's actually designed for. No intrinsic value behind these things, guys. They're meme coins. They're just for fun. That's why people always say it's a very important thing to never invest more than you're willing to lose, especially in meme coins. Now, a really cool feature I like about these guys is they actually burn their tokens as well. Currently, 1.1 billion tokens have been burnt. There is 73 billion tokens in circulation with a max supply of about 75 or 76 billion. However, that is, of course, a good thing to note. If they've burnt this many tokens in this period of time, it's a good sign, right? A burning mechanism definitely gets the degens hard, and that's what we're trying to ultimately do in this case. Again, just like the other projects as well, nothing shady going on with the tokenomics, at least at initial glance, so that's a very good sign to see. And what I actually appreciate is when a meme coin has this statement, SNEC is a meme coin with no intrinsic value or expectation. There is no formal team or roadmap. It's for entertainment purposes only. I know it sounds silly having that in there, and it's like, why are you getting yourself so excited about a statement like that? Well, because the fact that a meme coin builds into the fact that it's a meme coin is more important to me than a meme coin acting like it's not a meme coin. Does that make sense? When you have projects out there that are definitely meme orientated, they have this massive grand goal, and you're just like, what you have going right now is obviously not your intention. You're trying to get people to FOMO in. So that is why I strictly like meme coins that do announce things like this. So that's obviously a big tick. Now, they have about 39,000 followers over here on Twitter with, again, really good engagement. As you can see here, in each of their posts, they do get quite a lot of likes, views, so on and so forth. So again, they're fostering a strong community, which is what you want to have at a meme coin, creating evangelists, right? That really strong, committed community allows you to pump up when, of course, it's time for a big announcement and things like that. So this is definitely my picks, guys. I hopefully you have enjoyed. It is definitely a different type of video. I don't think I've ever done a top meme coin video before. And yeah, these will be my picks for sure. Again, this all rolls into a strategy and a plan. So I feel like if you follow that plan in the most non-financial way possible, you'll be able to, of course, build your main bags up. Again, I almost see like your money you put into meme coins as what you would pretty much use for trading. So thank you again. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, drop a like, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Take care.